this is really more of a bearish strategy, to be completely honest with you. And the reason why I'm, maybe comfortable being a little bit more bearish here is I'm not convinced that ETH just runs to 5,000 over the next couple of weeks. In fact, I would not be surprised if ETH has a difficult time breaking above resistance. Now, I can't tell you, Ramsey, how many times I've seen this pattern play out where ETH, let me just go ahead and remove these horizontals, where ETH will go ahead and run up to a level of resistance, break out, and then fail. I've seen this pattern play out so many times over the last couple of years on Ethereum. And so if I believe long-term Wall Street will tokenize everything, well, that's great. And I do believe that. If I also believe that Bitcoin is a digital, not sovereign asset with no issuer, that's a true hedge to fear. Well, yes, that's true. Will Bitcoin probably continue to appreciate forever as long as the US dollar continues to be debased? Yeah, probably. But that's over the course of years. Over the next several weeks, I'm not convinced that ETH runs to $5,000. So if this is the way that I think about on the upside, what do I need to worry about? Well, I wrote it down. So I need to have on that short hedge position, I need to be able to weather at least a 2 sigma move in a week. So what does that mean? I need to be able to weather a plus or minus 30% move over the course of 7 days. As long as I can do that, then I can keep the hedge on and maintain those short deltas. Because, look, this move that we saw last week, this move from peak to trough in just, just two days here, that was negative 22%. So this is a big, big move. And so on the bounce, here's resistance. If ETH pushes above resistance, for me, it still doesn't mean that ETH runs to 5,000. I've seen ETH, put in a false breakout and reverse way too many times to be taken in by a breakout above resistance here on this little, trend line resistance. So basically, I need to be able to weather a push higher, which means I've got to have enough initial margin on the perp stacks to not get liquidated if ETH were to push higher. But this is really more of a bearish strategy.
David, did you write that down as a rule? Because I'm following your method. I got a pen and paper and writing down the rules. So do you consider that a rule within this strategy?